Hello, hello, hello. Shit. I dropped my water. Short little pause. Okay, welcome to your mid-June Oracle and Tarot reading. My name is Tessa. You're watching my channel, and welcome to Lake Michigan. Lake Michigan. I'm about a block away from the Loyola campus and like 5 blocks away from my house. I really wanted to do these readings outside. That is why we are outside. It's about 81 degrees or something like that. I keep looking at the wrong thing. I keep looking at myself, and I should be looking right there. Yeah, I wanted to do these readings outside. So yeah, pretty straightforward, straight to the point. We're going to do spiritual guidance, oracle, and tarot. I think that's pretty much all I have to say. Let's see who I'm talking to. Who am I talking to? Let's see. Some cop causing problems. I don't know what the heck is going on, to be honest with you. Okay, so I am in Chicago, so there's going to be a lot of noise around me regardless. You might hear people, you might hear waves, you might hear animals. I don't know, you might hear all sorts of stuff. Because I still live in the city, you might hear helicopters, you might hear boats. I don't know what you're going to hear, but you're going to hear stuff that's not me. And hopefully you'll actually hear me talk to you. That is my only concern. Okay, we already did Sagittarius. That is my only concern with these videos that I'm doing outside, is I'm just filming them. I'm just filming them one after another, and then I'm going to go home and I'm going to upload them, and I'm like, man, I hope that y'all can hear me. Okay. Capricorn. So the world card is Saturn energy, and Saturn is Capricorn. So we're doing your reading, Capricorn. Capricorn, sun, moon, and rising. Okay, so my first card is going to be from the Oracle of Mystical Moments, and then we're going to pull cards from the Influence of the Angels Tarot, and then I'm going to pull a final Oracle card from the Oracle of Souls. Okay? Take what resonates, leave the rest. You know how it goes. Spiritual guidance at your fingertips. This I haven't used this deck on my channel yet, but it's a really, really beautiful deck, and I will be reading from the books as well as giving you my own insight and interpretation. So like I said, take what is useful to you. Capricorn, Capricorn. I was kind of hoping a card would fly out, but man, guess not. All right. What does Capricorn need to know for mid-June? What does Capricorn need to know for mid-June? Capricorn need to know for mid-June. There we go. There we go. All right, Capricorn, we're going to get into your reading right now. All is connected. I studied this deck a lot when I first got it. And I love this card. I love this card. All is connected because, like, this girl, she's sitting on a tree stump. There's roots growing below her. And she kind of like becomes the tree. Like, there's leaves growing on her dress. There's leaves coming out of her hair. And then there's like this spider web. There's a spider web connecting the leaves with her dress, with the branches, and the wind is blowing. So I mean, it's very much a straightforward message. It's very much a message of like being in it, being a moving part of the bigger picture. Okay, this is how I'm seeing this. I'm seeing this as like you are a significant part of the moving picture. And you know it, but like, sometimes I think you feel like, sometimes I feel like you wish you didn't know, or you wish you weren't. Not that you wish you weren't, but like you wish you weren't so aware. You wish you didn't know as much as you know. Like I feel like there's a part of you that wishes that you could just like live in like ignorant bliss. Like, I feel like you have so much wisdom to you that you wish you didn't have that much wisdom. You wish you could just do things without that kind of wisdom for what you know. Because you are ruled by Saturn. And Saturn is a very old timer kind of energy, you know. Okay, all is connected. Innovation, transformation, growth, release. A girl sits on a tree trunk and holds leaves in her hands while others blow away in the wind. A small spider holds a few leaves together with his fine filament, even though the wind threatens to tear them apart. Don't be afraid of changes. Release your fear by letting go. Change is hard and often painful, but it is the only way to grow. You may drift, but you will never lose yourself. Life goes on and nothing ends. It is reshaped into something new by the wind. Not better or worse, but different, and in that change lies wonder and openings. Okay, that's exactly the message that you need to hear, isn't it? Okay, like, I feel like you wish you could just be more flexible and more adaptable to just kind of like do things on a whim and to change the pace of your life and to not feel like you are such an intricate part of this bigger picture that's playing out. I feel like you want to be able to embrace change and let go and do things spontaneously. But I feel like there's just this part of you that is so rooted in your need for stability. And like, I feel like there's this deeper part of you that wishes it could just let go of that need to be stable and to take a risk and to take chances and to be open to change and different things. I feel like you do want that and you desire that on many levels, but you just can't. You like love your comfort so much that it's hard for you to just kind of step out of that and just do it. Okay, so for the first tarot card we have the Hierophant. This is Taurus energy. This is fixed earth. Yeah, so there's something in your belief system. There's something with like how you were raised or how you were brought up, or just like something from your childhood that kind of made you firm in, that made you feel like you needed to be grounded and you needed to be firm in your stability in order to be like valued, in order to be valued as an important individual, as dependable, you know, like you've been taught that this is what creates value and that this is what is going to bring success into your life. But what if I told you that, yeah, that's true, but there's also other ways of doing that? What if I told you that's not the only way to be valued? What if I told you there are other ways that you can create a stable life for yourself that's not like exactly how you are thinking it should be or that it is? And that's why I feel like, that's why I think that you do kind of get in these moments where you feel kind of stuck, because you're not as adaptable to change as you think you are, or as you want to be. Oh my goodness. We're not going to take those cards, because I thought one flew out, but it was actually like 3. There they go again. The Hermit, Virgo energy, another Earth card. Got Taurus, Virgo. Okay, so this is a good step because Virgo shares your element, which is Earth, but they're mutable Earth. So Virgo energy is more adaptable. Virgo energy is more inclined to be open to change and to adapt to different situations. They are able to create stability for themselves and to live practical lives financially while still being open to change and different paths, and just being able to be open to discovering different things about themselves. So this is the energy that I think you are needing to embrace, okay? So Hermit energy, and Hermit, which is interesting because you would think that with everything I just said, this is about, you know, going off on a new path externally, but not necessarily. The Hermit can also take inward journeys, and that is perhaps the first step that you need to take in order to get to the point to where you can take new steps outside of yourself. So first take that inward journey, first go within, first maybe what you need to do is to become so recluse in the stability of your home life and in the stability that you have created for yourself up till now, which is your current home. Maybe you need to literally lock yourself in your room and literally just like become so immersed, become a hermit and become so immersed in the stability of your life in order for you to break out of it, in order for you to be like, okay, I've had enough of this. I need to set out on a new path. And within that time of you going within your current situation and really kind of like diving into the depths of the current belief structure that has brought you to where you are right now in reference to your stability, that is exactly where you need to go in order to spring out of it with a new perspective and with a new idea for your path ahead. and what you might want to do differently. Yes. Okay, so that is the message for you to contemplate as far as how you can get unstuck. Okay? Yep. Ten of Pentacles for the final tarot card. Mercury in Virgo. And currently in Gemini season, Mercury rules Gemini, all about ideas, communication, manifesting exactly that which you desire. And in Virgo, what were we just talking about for Virgo? It's about creating a new path that is going to be more in line with what it is you really want for yourself, in terms of wanting to be more changeable, adaptable, and open to taking risks so that you can achieve. There's too much comfort right now. You're too comfortable. You want to step out of your comfort zone. You want to take risks. You want to take chances because you really don't know what can come of it. You really have no idea until you try. Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles energy is like reaching the ultimate success, reaching that ultimate place of like not just financial stability, but just happiness, just all around happiness with what you have created for yourself. And it's not just about stability, it's about like sharing with others, sharing that stability with others, allowing it to be changeable, allowing yourself to understand that like that initial message, all is connected, that things will live on long after your death, and that things will continue to evolve in their own way without you even needing to meddle with it, and without you needing to be like, it has to be this way, it has to be that way. Because you're very much guided by this traditional idea, this Hierophant energy. You're guided by that Hierophant traditional energy for things to be a certain way, but you want to break out of that. You don't want to be stuck in that, because that's not going to necessarily be valuable to those that you want to create this kind of shared experience with, like family or friends, you know, whatever it is you're trying to create. All right, we're going to pull a card from the Oracle of Souls as your final message. Taffy. The bugs are coming out a little bit more. Final messages for Kathy.
Hello?
Final messages for Kathy.
Oh, okay, Sandra. I'll see you in a minute. I just got on this little part with Mark.
Keeper of Whispers. The Mad Prophet. Curiosity, madness, forbidden knowledge. Ooh. Very interesting. Let's see what it says. keeper of whispers. The madman, known as the keeper of whispers, dwells in a hollow below the valley of saints. Save for his rare moments of lucidity, he spends his days scrawling the full and complete history of mankind in an indecipherable scrawl that no one but he can read and which he cannot explain, even if anyone were willing to listen to his ravings. Okay, like, sometimes you just know that once you start reading the message from the book, like, that the message that you need to give will come up and come out, and that's exactly what happened. So basically, after literally reading like the first few words, immediately I got a vision, like, when you go into this hermit mode, when you take that time to really, like, sink into yourself, sink into your situation, your environment, the home that you currently have, the stability which you have created for yourself up until this point. Once you become that hermit and you really go deep within and you go within, don't go too far. Don't go to the point to where you drive yourself mad. Don't go to the point to where, like, you decide for yourself, like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna take this risk, and then you start to overthink it and you're like, no, I can't. Like, this mad prophet is kind of like a warning not to become don't overthink it. Don't become so hermitized, and don't go so far into yourself to where you can't really bring yourself out of it. Like, you want to still be able to take those risks and to set out on a new path of discovery. Don't turn into, like, be careful not to turn into someone who just, like, you know, because I'm getting also this kind of feeling of, you know, kind of driving yourself a little crazy with it, you know, thinking of, like, what can go wrong, you know, worrying too much about the negative things, or things that can end up taking you down a different path. But you're gonna do that to yourself anyway if you get too stuck in that energy. Don't get too stuck in that hermit energy, because when you get stuck in that hermit energy of being alone and recluse and going into your own head, it turns into madness. It turns into madness. So you want to be careful with that energy, and you want to be careful, you know, not to go in circles. You just want to be careful not to, because the madman goes in circles. He goes in circles and he collects the knowledge and he disperses it as need be when it comes to more of the, like, mad prophet knowledge. But he stays and he dwells in a constant state of like cycling the same thoughts over and over again, and just don't do that. Okay, so that was that message. Just don't do that. So Sun, Moon, Rising, Capricorn. That is your message for mid-June 2021. You have been watching Tessa's Tarot, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.